Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm Ariel and this is Mike. So
hi
today
everybody.
we're gonna tour you here at Nevada Northern train. So
Look at an old steam engine train, been here for many years, and it was on display at one time, and then they had, did some fundraising, and then they basically rebuilt the train to make it work. So now they give rides for everyone. It goes up to the Ruth Mind.
and actually we got a free ticket
Because the person inside the store was my former 4th grade student, Ellie, and so we got lucky. And, so we got $100 ticket for free.
Yeah, actually,
very cool.
One ticket it's cost $33, so we got for free, and we're so lucky today. But right now, oh my gosh, it's really cold.
Yeah, it's gonna warm up tomorrow, but it's cold today. That's Nevada for you, up here, up in the mountains.
Yeah.
This train runs on coal, and then it produces steam, and that's what makes the train move.
Yeah.
So if you look closely, you'll see steam everywhere coming out.
Look at my book.
And the smoke, that's the smoke.
So if you can see behind me, that's the coal. So kailangan nila ng coal para umandar yung train. Okay, we're gonna go. Somebody called now. Okay, we're gonna tour you here. We're gonna tour you here now. So it's really cold. It's really cold. So we're gonna go. Papunta na tayo doon. Come on, tayo. So yun na guys, nandito na tayo. Hi, good morning. So ayan.
It don't matter. The train goes both ways.
Oh, I wanted to go.
Hey, it's a little warmer in here.
Oh yeah, come on.
So yun na guys. This is
Warm in here.
yeah. Oh my gosh. Sobrang nilalamig ako, yung kamay ko ng lamig. Actually, konti lang yung tao. Pero ba, pansin mo? Yeah. Yeah. So, maglilibot tayo dito, guys.
So I didn't know how loud it was going to be. Anyways, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Eric. I'll be pointing out points of interest on today's trip. First off, I have to go over some safety things. As part of the conditions of us being open, the face masks have to stay on at all times, even when outside. I know they can be a pain. Feel free to take it off for a short period just to catch your breath. But for the most part, you have to keep it on for the most of the trip. If you do need to catch your breath a little bit, please go outside to do so. It's just no face mask, no train rides. So it's working for everyone, by everyone doing their part. Be careful as you do cross between cars. Do not let children cross by themselves. Children have to have adult supervision at all times. At the back of the passenger coach is the bathroom. Feel free to use it at any time. And there is no narration outside. The steam engine just makes it too loud to hear anything. And at the current time, the speakers are not working out there. So if you want to hear what's around you, I point out the points of interest on the way up, but I stay pretty quiet on the way back. On the way up, the steam engine is working harder upgrade, so it puts out more soot and cinders, so watch out for that. On the way back down, it's not working so hard, so there's less soot and cinders. We're going to go backwards here for about a half mile. That is because at one time the train could have gone forward, but now the tracks end, and that would be very bad if we went over the end of the tracks. When the railroad arrived in this location in 1906, this was nothing but open land. The railroad built the train yard and the depot by 1907, and in 1907 they put Ely City on the depot. Except all 400 people living in Ely at the time got mad because this depot was not in city limits. They took the railway to court and got the railway to build into downtown Ely and put a depot in downtown. As the town grew up, that meant the train tracks actually ran down one of the city streets. By 1908, when the ore trains started running, ore trains running down those city streets, one about every half hour of the day, got people kind of mad again. So then they built a line around town so the ore trains did not clog up the downtown area. The line around town connects in at the east end of the train yard, so we have to go back to the switch to get onto that line today. The downtown line was used for passenger service up until 1941, and it was torn out in the early 60s. So it no longer exists. So all trains have to go to the east end of the yard to head west to the copper mine. Because the depot here wasn't in city limits, this became East Ely, and East Ely and Ely actually stayed two separate towns until 1978. 2 mayors, 2 school districts, 2 post office, 2 everything. Now on both sides of the train in a minute, you'll see the 1920s big red crossing signals. They were featured on the History Channel's American Restoration Show.
Oops.
And get water to the smelter that way. The mine is about 7.5 miles up the line on today's trip. And the ore cars you see off to the right hand side of us would take the ore from the mine to the smelter, and then the empty cars would go back. Each ore train was made up of 30 of those cars, and ore trains ran 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. The smelter in McGill could process 20,000 tons of copper ore a day. The thing is, with our copper ore here, it's very, very low-grade ore. For every ton of ore they took to the smelter, they only got 10 pounds of copper out of it. That means for processing 20,000 tons a day, they only got about 1 ton of copper when it was all said and done. The only way to make money off of ore that low quality is to move a whole lot of it at once, and that's why they built the railway in 1905 through 1908. Now we're switching on to the ore line. Keep an eye out in a minute here. We do see a lot of wildlife on these morning trains because we pass a natural spring area. That natural spring area draws a lot of deer and geese, ducks, and jackrabbits down. And people have seen foxes and coyotes as well. Also by wildlife, I do mean the golfers at the golf course off to the right. If anyone's doing it on this a little snowy morning, there was snow falling. That's what happens when you live at 6,400 feet in elevation. But enjoy the ride as we leave the skirt the outskirts of Ely. When we get above the downtown area, I'll start pointing out points of interest.
So yun na po, papunta na po tayo sa taas. Oh.
Everything's really green down here.
Corral.
Huh?
Corral, the people who own horses.
We drove by this yesterday on
Yeah, we
the
did.
other side.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, the horse.
look at
Oh,
that.
so cute.
Yeah, it's having a good time.
There's a fixer upper. Wanna buy that?
What is it, buddy? Huh? Oh, pretty.
Maybe we can go outside just before the tunnel. That'd be a good picture.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Hopefully our train don't break down today, Mike.
What'd you say?
Remember when the train broke down when we were in Iowa?
Yeah.
Oh.
Hopefully we keep going today.
Yeah, that was a bummer.
Oh,
Cute, the white one.
a cute little cloak.
Oh, that's We'll see him on the way down.
Yeah.
Come back this way.
Have you rode this train before?
Long time ago.
Right past the Renaissance.
Yeah.
Let's go on that side. Or that's okay. And back then it was just
If you can't tell that already, coming up. At one time, this area was filled with all these little shacks, no bigger than the houses at the Renaissance Village. They say 300 ladies of the night worked here back in the day at any given time. Now they say they had to pay to get access to the shack to start up their little enterprise. And then the electric company thought they were not making enough money off the ordeal, so they put quarter machines on every building, and they had to pay a quarter a day to leave the electricity on. So everyone was making money but the miners. Up above the train on the left-hand side will be an American flag. That American flag is a memorial to all the guys that left White Pine County to go fight in World War I. Being one of the most populated places in Nevada at the time, more guys left White Pine County to fight in World War I than any other county in the state. This tunnel as a designated fallout shelter for the city of Ely. Back when they did atomic testing.
Oh my god. I thought it's raining, but it's not. Yeah, I know. Ewan ko kung naririnig yun.
Down over there. But they quit after a while. They had more luck over here.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, a lot of
Yeah. Okay. Oh, look at that. Huh. So cute. Horse tips will be packed. Oh my gosh, look at that. Huh.